telling jokes and having smokes, riding bikes all through the night. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian. Coffee ice no matter what. Now you know he likes it in the butt. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian, being Ian. And life is shit, but you're positive. Let's find out what it's like to live a life being Ian, being Ian.
With Jordan. Welcome back.
Man, that's the kind of organic slice of life.
Welcome back to another episode of Bein with Jordan. Jordan is on assignment promoting her special September 9th on Netflix. Take Me With You. Check that out. And we have
for a special.
A barn burner of an episode. I mean, God bless you if you're a Patreon subscriber. Patreon.com/BeinandPod. We really.
We're public now?
Yeah,
we're public.
All
Right, no more
now.
accusing people of the things you were accusing them
No
of.
more
please.
accusing people of murder with a lot of information that could make it actually something that someone did do. No more of that.
How good, man.
I've had a couple people admit murder to me, and it is true. I'll tell you. One guy. It was in college. A guy said he was his cousin got shot, and he said he was gonna kill the guy who killed his cousin. I don't know if it was true or not. I was too black out to follow up. And then the other time, I had a friend of mine who killed somebody in prison. But that was a different situation. He got put in prison, and the guy tried to beat him to death in his jail cell. So my friend beat him to death.
Just so you guys
my friend's
know,
dead now.
Just so you guys know at home, when Dan showed up to my house today, he had a Diet Coke and standing outside and a bottle of Raid bug spray. And I was like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I got bugs." So, let's consider the
I forgot about all this candy I left on my bedside table. So our whole bedroom is.
If I was carrying around the weight that you were carrying around, I'd need some candy and some Diet Coke.
My wife was furious. So that's why, and then Ian gave me shit for texting my wife. That's why I was texting her, because she knows there's Ansel in our bedroom.
But you're coming home with the Raid, baby.
I'm coming home with the Raid, baby.
You're gonna take care of it.
Papa preaches.
On the episode today, I'm so excited. We have our good old friend Dan St. Germain, and first time on the pod, the one, the only James Donald Forbes McCann.
Pleasure to be here. I've burned all the good. The Patreon was a real barnstormer, dude. That was flowing a good time, and now I've gone very
I'm
self-conscious.
only going to be on the show if the guest suspiciously looks like me. I just want everyone to know.
Have you ever met your looper?
How did he make such a good movie and then go on to make that bad Star Wars movie?
Oh, what, the Rogue One you thought was bad?
No, he did the
Looper.
The man who did Looper.
Looper is great. Yeah.
But he did episode.
Looper is. I'm going to watch
8.
that tonight.
He did episode 8. I loved Looper.
Looper.
I loved Looper.
Learn Chinese.
I think episode 8 is still better than episode 9.
One thing
sure,
about Looper.
but it's all.
I hate the makeup that they gave Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
You didn't like the nose?
No, didn't like it.
I like the Marian iconography. It's a weirdly Catholic movie.
Explain.
If you watch Looper again and you watch it through the frame of this is a Catholic movie, it's
We didn't
very
realize Jesus
weirdly
was in
Catholic.
every scene.
It is. No, there are statues of Mary all over the place. There are all these things about, dying to save. He's the Father, he's the Son, he's the same person. It's a lot. I'm telling you.
Whoa, interesting.
Yes, I did a big. When I saw Luther,
the Old Testament is mostly boom maker type things.
it can be a lot of it can be erased and changed. The scene where they cut the guy's limbs off at the start, driving around. Do you remember this? Where they start torturing a man in the past to hurt him in the future. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Oh, it's devastating.
It's a great
scene.
scene. And
That's kind of like if you don't forgive yourself, it can hurt you in the future.
That's so true. We all need to do that.
Yes.
I wish I knew some people who'd done some murders to really compete with what you've been bringing.
Really? Tell us more about your murdering friends.
I mean, that was the only the 2 times, and then the third
the
time was
old
a
Me
friend
Too.
of a friend. And I mean, I guess my grandpa. I mean, he fucking drove a tank in World War II. He was a goddamn. He killed.
Well, that's
people.
a hero. That's different.
Yeah.
The closest I've come is working in offices where, like, a man will accidentally admit to having raped a bunch of times.
What?
You know, like after work drinks, and the new guy's there, and he's like, you know, man, this Me Too thing's really got me thinking. There's stuff I've done that'll get me sent away. And you go,
like,
is that
it's,
so?
You're like, it's casual Friday.
Well,
Oh yeah, that was
Okay.
wild. How so many people immediately were on their hackles, like with the thing, like, well, you know, I mean, and you're
Well,
like,
remember this?
all women? We're gonna believe them all?
The
Yeah,
super
yeah.
size me guy came
Yeah.
out like he's like,
He-
I had something that happened in
I
college
was-
before anyone said anything.
he totally self-inflicted.
Yeah, it was like a
No
total
one was coming
harikari.
for him, and then the career was over, and then he was dead.
he
He
died.
died of cancer.
He died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
He died alone,
My
alienated.
friend killed him.
Come on now. You don't have to be friends with cancer.
No, his friend was a cancer,
Yeah, my friend was.
and Dan was a Gemini. Wow. Wait, that guy Me Too'd himself?
You Me Too? Yes.
Get out ahead of it.
He had to get out ahead of it. And then
And
the
he
girl
did-
was like, I think even the girl was like, I wasn't going to say anything.
And I think this is a bad
Hey, man,
moment
we're
for Me
cool.
Too, right? Because that
What's that?
well, that could have been a very helpful moment if he had done that. If he had declared, if he had done, you know, when the government says, all right, immunity on handing your guns in,
If
and
you-
people
yeah,
come
yeah,
in and
yeah.
hand their guns. If people at that point had gone, well, he came out and he said it, he still gets a punishment, but he gets a lighter sentence and he gets rehabilitated.
Mm-hmm.
I think more guys would have come out, and Bill Cosby would have been out on the front foot saying, we're putting the. I just mean there could have been an opportunity there for truth and
Cosby
reconciliation,
forgiveness. Oh.
South African style.
Yeah, the
you
problem is you have to set up one of those committees first. And if you don't, then it's
Yes.
just a free for all, like what we got. It's you're right. That's we should have a bunch of those for a bunch of different things. It's just you got to create them.
It did, but that's spluttered out. The Me Too thing is now, I think, completely. It's 100% done. I don't know the last person who was Me Too.
I think it's.
I think the phrasing is over.
But
The
what- the
phrase-
action. Who's the last man who has a historic
Been accused
sexual?
of rape?
Yes, famous man.
Oh, dude, you know, I walked by
Publicly.
today. There's a politician in New York named Harvey Epstein.
No, that's a joke from SNL.
No,
No, isn't that a joke?
He's an elected
Is that
official?
real?
he's a legitimate
I
guy.
thought that was a joke. Like, so they were making fun of a real guy with that.
Yes.
Oh my god, I
on,
didn't know
on
that.
like 7th
What
and
a
B,
poor
there's
bastard.
his political office, and it's got like Black Lives Matter and like love is like all these slogans on it, and then
All
it's
the
like
cover for his
Harvey
terrible
Weinstein for District 7, blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Assembly District 74.
District 74. Yes. Yep.
Well, there's a good chance that if Weinstein had played his cards a little bit less on the Democratic side, he would be out.
No,
You know?
come on. That was the only thing keeping him in the game for so
I mean,
long.
no, I think that was no, but I mean, like now, if he had also was like just as equivocal with Trump is already talking about getting rid, talking about partying,
Just
for
like
Puff Daddy.
Maxwell. Oh.
The only reason that he's not
It's not a
partying Puff
crime
Daddy-
to own a lot of baby oil. What do
the
they
only
have
reason
on
that
Puffy?
he's like, he's holding back on pardoning Puff Daddy is because Puff Daddy supported Hillary. He already said that.
Really?
50 Cent came. Yeah, so it's if Harvey had kind of like played it, maybe
I don't agree. No, I don't. I think the Dems were running cover on Harvey for a long
they
long,
were
long time.
sure, but like.
And that had to run out at some point,
But
no
if you
matter
had
who
spread
was
out
your
the money, but there are certain organizations in our country that if they spread out the money, both parties are liable. You know, we have that a ton. We have a ton of that.
With who?
I don't know, but like,
Do you know? But you were rolling your eyes because
Are you trying not to say? Do you know about more murders that you're trying not to?
Yeah, it's funny you're tight-lipped now. 20 minutes ago, you're
Well,
like,
I mean,
this
obviously-
guy killed a guy, and I know this murderer, and now you're like, well, I don't want to get into
Well,
it.
no, I mean, like, clearly we're seeing all this history of United States of blackmail. I mean, it's a great book, but there's a lot of sexual blackmail going on with different countries.
This is a bit that I can't get off the ground, and I'm going to abandon. I'm going to say here, but people go, Trump is in the Epstein thing, and Biden, he was touching people, and they're all blackmailed, all the way
Yeah.
back to what I think, it's Obama was blackmailed, and Clinton, of course, was very blackmailed. And so the answer, I think, is to just elect a notorious pedophile. that we all know about.
That's a great bit.
So this guy fucks goats, and he's open about it, and you have to do that to get in the primary, right? And then no one will have anything over them to leverage, and they can defend America. But people don't like this bit. There's much frowning.
I think it's a great bit, but that would be funny to debate.
It's not.
I think you go the other way and go, we need to legalize pedophilia.
We're 30 seconds.
That's where this is headed. I was watching the number one hits in sequence from the 50s to now.
Yes.
On YouTube, you play a music video and you get like 30 seconds of it. Britney Spears was the first really sexualized underage woman. Under 18 is a little sex child for you.
Right.
And then,
well, I mean, before that, what's her name? Fucking
Shirley Temple.
Brooke Shirley
Shields.
Temple.
Brooke Shields was like the archetype.
In popular music.
You mean in
But
popular
now,
culture music, right?
It's ratcheted up tremendously. I mean, the Billie Eilish sexualization when she was young, finding exciting new ways of secretly letting people know she had big tits.
Well, think about the
And-
Olsen twins. They had a birthday countdown for when they turned 18. Like
Yes.
it's
they
been
did.
going on.
You and I did, but they didn't.
I remember
I was using
Bad
the plural
Barbie,
day.
Bad Baby, who's the Kashmir Side woman. She had an OnlyFans on the day of her 18th
Is her
birthday.
name like
She's
Bulgogi?
made, I forget what her name is, but she's made so
Stephanie.
much
Bad
fucking money.
Baby.
She's no doubt done very well, but
She made millions
I
of
remember
dollars the day she
Kylie
turned 18.
Jenner. That was
Yeah.
a big thing when Kylie Jenner was finally 18. That people were very excited for that. I think there's a push. There's a weird push.
Oh no, there's a cultural watershed moment going on right now where young things are hotter for look at Euphoria. It's a
I
TV
choose
show
not to. I think I'd get
about
too aroused.
well, I've never seen it. But
On X, I can't help but see some of the clips, and it seems pretty full on.
dude, it's weird though because it's 20-year-olds playing high schoolers,
Sure.
massively sexualized, and then it does something to your brain where you're like, well, they're so hot, but they're in high school in the
Yes.
film, but in real life they're, and it's like, what are you doing? to
But
my
I mean,
brain?
I think been doing that for
Forever.
for Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You know, you look at
Yes.
that girl as the lead, and she's in high school, but she's like gorgeous. You know, and she wasn't in high school when she made that movie.
The OC?
She wasn't
Oh,
in high school
yeah.
when she did that
The
movie. I mean,
So then is your theory wrong then?
I think his
now
theory's
that we're
just wrong.
proving
but it's
you
a funny
wrong?
bit. It's a great bit.
Wait, we're talking about the pedophile thing or the sexualizing of the younger and younger people?
Sexualizing of the younger and
No,
younger.
but
I
I mean,
don't think
they
that that's
are
anything
younger
new,
now.
but I
I
don't
mean, at
think
least
that's
then you're getting a
anything new to now.
25-year-old, 30-year-old and putting them in a weird...
Right.
It
you
just
know.
depends on how you're qualifying it though, because in the '80s when you had all those she's just or in the '60s, she's just 17. Know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, the
You know what I
white
mean?
16, you're beautiful, get
it's-
into my
yeah,
car.
it's-
Oh, and
that's
that Bruce Springsteen song was like, "Hey, little girl, is your
daddy
daddy home? I want to pretend that you're 12."
yeah, I want that one.
So continue with the theory.
I don't know what's happening yet, but I think we're having the decentralization of media and control and a return to a base primal money-making temple prostitute type system. It seems it's
I mean,
So you're saying now's the time to buy in?
or it could go hard repression because we all get very disgusted by it. That's what I'm hopeful for.
Well, I think I think the numbers of Christianity are kind of skyrocketing right now because there's a
and
pushback.
conservative Christians, not the hippy dippy,
Yeah,
the ones
yeah,
who
yeah.
tried to connect with the youth. There's no young people. If you've got a guitar, good luck to you getting.
Oh
people
yeah,
to-
those mega church. We're gonna play the drums
I hope
behind a
it's
glass
done.
case.
I hope
That's
it's
not
done
happening.
forever.
It's
the
these
last
fucking
time there was
crazy
like a
ones.
real push for NAMBLA, it was like in the
Yes.
70s.
It's been a while.
In the late 70s.
Yeah, well,
the
guess
gay
who's
rights
bringing
movement.
it back? The fucking gay rights.
No, the gay rights movement shut them down. They were like,
Yeah, well, not the
you're,
new
we're
one.
not,
Not the one that's like,
Eventually.
we're not fucking.
Eventually.
transition
Fellow
a
travelers
child.
for
I
a
mean, I
while.
don't think fucking underage kids is like exclusive to the gay community. You know what I mean? Like, I think that we just had a huge scandal to show that that is very much a straight guy problem too. You know,
I think Epstein's a full
and we
guy.
had a bunch of straight women who were fucking these underage kids.
Say it with me, the gay community.
No, I just think the more I read about it, the more I listen to things about it, I think Epstein might not have been a secret police operator.
So what do you think he was?
I think he was a
God.
pervert who liked 16-year-olds giving him a back rub while he jerked off and hanging out with famous people. That's just a theory.
So he didn't fuck him. He just got
It's,
a back rub.
it's almost
Yes.
if you read United
Yes,
States
that
of
is wrong.
Blackmail,
Legal?
it is impossible to read that book and not think that he was blackmailed by either
What book?
United States of Blackmail. He was either blackmailed by the CIA or Mossad or a combination.
How did he get all that money being a fucking teacher at Dalton in the 70s?
Exactly.
And then the next
Talented
day,
financier.
Yeah, he's a financier.
you're a fool.
It was a lot of money. But I mean, it's gone so far the other way where common opinion now about him is this is definitely who he was. We don't have a lot, of hard evidence. A lot of circumstantial
Read United States
evidence.
of Blackmail, and it's hard of
circumstantial.
evidence.
It's circumstantial.
I don't know, man.
It's circumstantial.
Was
we edit that
one of the
too?
kids' names circumstantial? That's the only way that I
No,
can.
one of the kids was circumcised.
I watched the deposition
worry
videos. He's very charismatic, is Epstein. I understand why famous people would want to hang out with him on his island, even if there was no child sex happening. He seems like an interesting man. Not a good man.
Change the subject.
Not a good man.
Let's get out in front of
A
this.
pervert. A pervert.
So
a
you're saying
hebephile,
we
a
should-
bad guy.
We can. So what you're saying is we can still love Jeffrey Epstein for his art.
No.
For his art scene.
All I'm
I want to
saying
meet
for his
Jeffrey
art.
Arpstein.
I am open to the possibility there's not a shadowy Israeli cabal organizing all of those moves with him.
What about? But I'm not.
You
talking-
think he just did it
think
for the love of the game?
I'm
Yeah,
saying intelligence.
I'm-
CIA, M6, MI6.
I'm just
you don't think any of
asking
these
questions.
French Foreign
I'm
Legion.
just
No,
asking
well, French Foreign
questions.
Legion doesn't make
I
sense,
don't know, and I don't. People will come for me. That's fine. But I'm just having early questions. I accepted it without
Please read
any.
United States of Blackmail. If you read that book and you get the end of it, and there's any other.
Is there an
Yeah, but
audio
how do you
book?
even know that book's real, man?
Who wrote that book? Who are their sources? What's their track record like?
Just
That's what I'm
check it
saying.
out.
I just think we should all take a minute before we punish this Epstein
Innocent
man too harshly.
This
I'm a
really
little behind on my
really
reading.
just a benefactor to the arts.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Pizzagate, I don't have answers. I'm more interested. I think Pizzagate things didn't get answered on that.
I agree.
More open to that being.
I agree with both. Both are probably Pizzagate needs to probably get looked at more, and the Jeffrey.
But there was no
Epstein's
basement. at the
100%.
pizza
But
place.
the problem with
There's weird emails.
There's
There's
some weird
weird
stuff
emails.
with the
There's
emails.
weird stuff
There's
with
some weird
that.
stuff with the
Yeah, yeah.
emails, like, and I'm
Oh,
more
then, like,
left, so
the
I don't want to say. But
pizza
there's some.
and,
We need succulent hot dogs.
Dude,
Last
it's
time the
not
hot
just
dogs were
that,
not
it-
succulent enough.
It's not just that; it's also the art the guy had, which is
art
Podesta's.
is-
Did you see that video of
Podesta's
Obama?
brother it's very weird.
Did you see
the
that
art
video of
guy had.
Obama in a recent Zoom? He had like pedophile symbols on like a piece of clay up, and everyone's like up in arms about it.
It would be a very weird time for
What's the
him to reveal
pedophile
that.
symbol?
It's like
Big hand holding a
the
little hand.
pedophile symbol.
Yeah.
It's like historically it's been like a green hat with like a building on it.
A green. How dare you. I'll have you know this is from a very straight-laced place. This is a San Francisco Botanic Gardens hat.
Likely story, Mr. Forbes, Donald James McCann.
I don't think anybody should be having sex ever. All right, that's my
Oh,
position.
you're like a
and I'm
hardline Catholic.
Oh, well, yes. I think that's a nice, a lot of forgiveness, but a lot of apologizing. Isn't it nice to have a little more shame? Isn't shame nice? I'm seeing people on the streets in New York dressed in white. Let's get some bras on some of these ladies.
I think. Hold on. I said this the other day. Something about shame. Not like I forget. Hold on.
Was
I'm
it
trying to look
pro-shame?
up Obama pedophile things.
But the Podesta art is very disturbing.
Very spooky.
But I would say that
The ceremonies?
But it's sure. But if you want to look at but since Watergate, since whenever it's follow the money, and if you read United States Blackmail and you look at, and this isn't, I mean, it's chronicling both Republicans and Democrats. This isn't like a party hit job. It's very brutal to Hillary. It's very brutal to Trump. But it becomes. I always say this about UAP, which I have a supernatural UAP podcast. If the explanation sounds more ridiculous than this guy was probably just trafficking using sexual blackmail for a foreign government, which is something they've been doing since the advent of time, then you have to ask yourself, why am I like, why does this cover seem so much more ridiculous than this? And it probably is because the original thing I said is true.
Look, there may come a time where I can totally cop to it. And I can say he definitely did it. And I still think he probably was the agent of a foreign government. But I hadn't even thought there was a counter-argument. This is all... I just thought it was a done deal and everybody knew it. But then there are Epstein, maybe liars, maybe truthers. They're strong, credible people. I'm looking forward to this United States of blackmail. But also, I love this government. I don't want to think that's happening. Like when people go,
I found
there's
it.
good stuff for saying that Ronald Reagan was getting pegged and all these things. I don't want to think that about Ronald
Well, I
Reagan.
had never heard that about Reagan, but I
hope he's
think
getting
you have
pegged in
idealistic
hell
views
right
of
now,
our
by the way.
government.
Why?
Ronald Reagan is such a fucking piece of shit. He completely ignored the AIDS crisis.
That
Jimmy
is true.
Carter did a bunch of stuff for the Bronx and New York City in general. And when he got out of office, Reagan stood on a pile of rubble in the Bronx and goes, "This is what a liberal president does. I will fix this." And then completely
Let him die.
Yeah.
The AIDS crisis didn't really even start turning around until Clinton was president because of
I found
that.
Giuliani's
Saying
unpleasantness.
again about when you were defending Epstein, I found the thing
I
about.
don't want to say that. I don't want to say I was defending
I found
Epstein.
the thing
I was
about
asking
Obama.
questions.
I think. So you think like you have what like beliefs do you have about our government that are these idealistic beliefs? It's interesting to me when I hear that somebody come from here and be like, no, this is the way. Like I'm friends with Francis Foster, and he and I love Francis, but we have very different probably opinions on politics.
Who's Francis Foster?
He does trigonometry.
Trigonometry. British guy. I mean, you have a primary system for like people can enter into politics here and they can get involved, and I think that is more rare than you would think. Almost every two-party system ever in the world is parties selecting their own people over and over again. But here you can actually you can go, I want to be the Republican member for Dallas.
Yeah, but you got to have money. You got to have such a massive amount of money.
There has to be money.
That it cannot. It's not a fair
But
system.
I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's more fair than anyone else's system.
What about Australia's?
Way less fair.
Really?
So much harder to get involved in Australian politics.
I will say this: in Australia and Europe, the speech laws are much more oppressive than here.
Totally, yeah.
That's
So,
one thing that
Dude, what's
never-
happening in Europe and Canada and everything with speech laws is fucking frightening.
I would say more than even just that we have the hate speech things, and that's an issue. The way that but also just the defamation laws. We didn't have a Me Tooing. Our Bill Cosby's are still out there doing all their stuff.
the
Because
the
you
Jeffrey
just
Rush
did.
thing. He got a bunch of money.
What
from you
did
guys.
he do wrong?
Who?
I don't
Jeffrey
think
Rush.
I don't know the story, but
Who's
I know
Jeffrey
that
Rush?
I don't know the
He
story.
won an Oscar in Shine.
He's a great
playing
actor. He was actually
disabled
just
man.
in the role
Captain
of Jenny.
Barbosa. in,
Have you seen Mystery
Pirates of the
Men?
Caribbean?
Mystery Men.
Yes.
Casanova Frankenstein.
That's him?
Yes.
He's a great actor. He was just
Wow.
in this horror movie, Role of Jenny Penn with John Lithgow, which was awesome.
Have you
too.
seen Weapons?
Loved it.
I keep
I
hearing
really want to
about
see
weapons.
it. Let's go see it tonight.
Oh, it's great. I
Okay.
would.
If I'm allowed to
I
fall
would
asleep.
100% watch it.
I almost
tonight.
went to go and see Your Jimbo this afternoon.
I will say this:
Jimbo.
Weapons is
It's a Akira Kurosawa movie, but then it was at Film
Forum
Yeah,
at Film Forum.
Film Forum,
It's a
but then
great
there were
theater.
many old people there, and I didn't want to be with them.
Yeah, it's a
bad.
great theater, but it's also the ass end of nowhere down to Tribeca. But
Here's that thing.
Obama,
Yeah, when you were defending Epstein.
stop saying that.
are you one of these guys who supported Trump, and now because Epstein is probably connected to Trump, you're gonna say Epstein isn't a thing, or no?
No,
Okay.
Did you support Trump?
I didn't support anyone. I'm not.
Well, no, because that would be
You're
that's
a porn.
most of the people.
I think you gotta figure
right
out your
now,
stuff,
Like
yeah.
most in most of popular media, it's either I don't know. It's if you don't think Trump was involved in Epstein, it's either I don't know, like you were saying, or it's
They try to
just
diminish
don't want to
Epstein.
admit the fact that that their boy is involved.
Oh, look, I think he's definitely. They seem to be chummy.
Yeah.
I think there's no question about that. All I'm saying, I didn't know this was a big quagmire. And also, maybe some of this is push. I've been living in Austin. It's just gospel.
Oh, well, that's the
you're-
problem.
I think
that the
you're
government-
poisoned.
No, but
think your brain
everybody
is
there.
poisoned.
No, everybody there is taking the anti-Trump Epstein. Epstein is Epstein is the agent of the Mossad and the CIA.
Right.
All I'm saying is, I want to find out more about it. I have questions. I'm not trying to cast any. Epstein was definitely getting back rubs from children and jerking off, and that's bad. And frankly, I'm not upset. I don't lose any sleep over his death. I think, which, frankly, could have been a suicide. It could have been a suicide.
Frankly, he's still alive.
He's on a beach with.
Gotta get him running for
I
office.
legitimately think he is still alive.
Yes.
You think he's alive?
Oh, yeah.
You think
Where's
so?
the footage of him leaving the cell? Have you heard the conspiracy theory about the van that pulled up?
No, I've not heard that conspiracy theory about the van. No.
There's apparently there was an unmarked gray van that pulled up around the time of the missing footage, and a man was escorted into that van that looked very much like Jeffrey Epstein.
Interesting. I would think that would have been used to get rid of his killer.
Money
but-
from his account is still
Maybe.
circulating. And that's all the reasoning I have. I really haven't dug too
That's a
deep
huge.
into
That's
it.
a huge. I didn't know that his money is.
Yeah, the money's still circulating in his account.
I didn't realize that. I thought that for sure. I mean, from what I've been following, is that they had a prison transfer. I think a week later is that they clearly had gotten in one of the inmates to do the job and then get him out, and then they transferred him to another prison. That's what I had thought. But I mean, like, look, this story is so fucking crazy that could very much be what
Anything
this
is possible.
At, at this point, I mean, with everything that I've learned about science and our government the last year, I can't count anything out anymore. Like I really have to. I can't shut anybody down.
James is wanting to chime in. Yes, James?
No, I'm listening.
Oh.
Listen, I got up at 4 a.m. and got in a plane, and I thought this was tomorrow. I've done 2 other podcasts today. I'm not bringing my brightest and my best.
He was
That was-
actually he
I'm
did 2 Ghislaine
following
Maxwell
along.
podcasts before this.
Wouldn't we like to hear what she has to say? Shouldn't we get her side of
Well,
the
we're
story?
not going to hear it because they just sealed the conversation.
And I think that's bad. I'd like more transparency.
I think the White House should hire you as one of the lawyers.
Yeah.
This,
The way you're
Better,
talking in circles
smarter
really
people
is.
than me I listened to the Against the Grain podcast, and they went through the case again. Now, they didn't get to why were there all these celebrities on the island in the private jet, and that's a serious question, and I think
They
that's the
just
strongest
like
piece of evidence.
Beaches.
Who doesn't love the beach? Who doesn't want to go to an island? Something inside of me, when everybody believes something and everyone's saying it so loudly, goes, I think there must be a problem with that.
well, that's just
I feel
like
like
a
I have the
psychological thing where you want to be a
conspiracy theory
contrarian. That's
Yeah.
not based on the actual empirical
Here's what I
evidence.
think about that.
But the contrary view is often
Silence,
correct.
gay boy.
But even that, what you just said,
Silence, gay
that
boy.
proves my point.
Is that Obama saying that?
No, it's that men's rights activist Rasta guy.
There's
You
a
know
men's
this
rights
guy?
activist
Oh
roster.
yeah, do you know this guy?
No.
Oh dude.
Oh, I guess that gives me a new meaning to No Woman, No Cry. Am I right?
What is the product?
Hello
I
Fresh.
said, is that for cleaning the bottom? Is that like a dude wipe?
No. Other at-home prepared meals are for cleaning bottoms. This is to fill your belly up from the top to the bottom, because you probably already... Shut up, James. You probably already know about HelloFresh. They send chef-crafted recipes and fresh ingredients to your home.
I think I had it. I think I had it for a time when things weren't going well. No, because
I just spit on you. I'm
yes,
so
you did. No, it's totally fine. You were salivating at the thought of this beautiful product, but you're too lazy, to make proper food, and you're too fat to keep eating out. And this is a nice middle way, because so many of us grew up without cooking in the home.
Yeah.
People have the mother working or dead or whatever, or doing her own thing, or she didn't learn the skills. And so for them to just make it that much easier for you,
It's amazing.
I think this is a lot of these products that people have in their podcasts, I couldn't say positive things about.
Either could I. And
I'm gambling here. I'm
you
getting my
know-
dick up this.
oh,
and
we've
that.
said
I'm
no
shooting
to
heroin.
gambling things.
You deserve the
The
respect.
dick pills are good. Now, did you know that
But
HelloFresh,
HelloFresh.
you could choose from over 100 options each week?
That's
Can you
so
imagine?
many
That's
options.
like Netflix for fat people. So many options, you just don't know what to choose. And with their new veggie-packed recipes that have 2 or more veggies, you'll be eating greener than ever. They've sent it before. I've eaten it before. I loved it before, and I'm glad they're sending more. Looking for something a little off menu? Get steak and seafood recipes delivered every week for no extra cost. Oh, that's actually
You're eating
pretty
steak
cool.
every week?
I mean, what are you, a Rockefeller? There's 3 times more seafood on the menu now at no extra cost.
Wow.
The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/ska SKA10FM. SKA10FM, and get 10 free meals plus a free item for life.
That's pretty good. And which I'm reading this one. The best cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/ you already read that one.
Yeah.
One per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only.
New only.
Varies by plan.
Yes. That's HelloFresh.com/SKA10FM, SKA10FM, for 10 free meals plus a free item for life. Thanks. See you next time.
It'd go off after a while if it was for life.
Could you imagine?
If it was like a lettuce, you got to keep that around.
Can you imagine
forever?
you die and you don't notify HelloFresh? They just keep sending meals to your family?
That's how we knew he was gone. The smell, the pile of the brown bags.
All right, come on, guys. I'm here a week because I got nowhere else to be.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's this guy who's like a super big misogynist homophobe, but he sings about it in Rasta. Hold on.
So he's just a normal Jamaican man?
Dude, listen to this guy.
Dude, if you think that black people aren't racist, go to a cab with a Jamaican cab driver and ask him what he think, and accidentally call, like, what do you think of Haiti? And you're like, oh my God, this is like David Duke in the car. Holy shit. This is crazy.
Please tell me why.
What is retarded?
Is that him or
Atheism
not?
is retarded.
Vibrational free.
No, I know, but it's not him singing.
Bless
Are we
the
just-
family.
It's a weird move from Mattis Yahoo.
One.
These aren't getting huge numbers.
No. Oh, it's getting one number right here. It's getting a favorite every time.
Feminism is a death cult. It's only got 180 likes.
Still did better than my last 10 stand-up videos.
What'd you say?
Still did better than my last 10 stand-up videos.
This is his song about the vaccine. He still makes more sense than James.
I'm not making an argument. I'm just saying.
Seemed like a pretty good guy, man.
Where's the hard evidence?
What
Shouldn't
is
there
so
be
wrong
some?
about getting the back rub?
Never said that. You know what? Here's one of the perverse things about that as to why it was hard to try him. Apparently, this is what I've read. So the 16-year-olds would come and give him the back rub.
You're like, he was
What?
so cool.
No. It was hard to get people to testify because he would, after the back rubs, he would say, "Listen, if you didn't like that, go get some of your 16-year-old friends to come here and give me a back rub." And then they would go and you can still make some money that way, pimping. But then those girls are afraid
that's
to
true.
testify because in Florida at that time, if they had admitted to going and finding other girls, but also being abused themselves, they could have been tried as pimps.
I got to be honest, you're doing a terrible job defending Jeffrey Epstein right now.
I don't like Jeffrey Epstein.
So you just said that he was also a pimp.
No, they was like,
he just like explained how smart he was for like 10 minutes.
I'm just saying, he's a bad guy, did some bad things. Does that mean that he represents the interests of...
Fucking God.
Dude, do you want to go upstairs in my bathroom and wash the Austin off of you?
This is not the Austin take. This is the anti-Austin move. I think I couldn't say this there. I don't think I would expect it in New York.
Oh,
People
are you
get
playing
around it and
Epstein's
say,
this weekend? Is that, no, just the comedy club
try the veal? It's a
in the
good club.
Caribbean?
Try the
You get a good cut.
It's massaged real nice.
Oh, I'm gonna be at Epstein's all weekend. We just added a late show. Early shows all sold out.
Maybe I'll be vindicated. Maybe I'll seem silly. You know.
I would love it if you were vindicated and you had to do a post. You know, a lot of people laughed when I said Jeffrey Epstein wasn't that bad of a guy.
I didn't
well,
say
who's
that.
laughing
Didn't say-
now?
So much has to happen.
I'm saying he's a bad guy, but is he necessarily acting on behalf of a government? That's the only question I've got.
So you're saying he wasn't a government weapon. He
So,
was
like-
just a guy for the love of the game that loved being
I think
good to his
we're
friends.
we're all quick to say
benevolent
this is a government
pilot.
agent. and
Ehud
this
Barak
is-
was just hanging out at his place for 3 days just to say, "What's up?"
He's a charismatic man. He had an island. A lot of people went to the Diddy parties just going, that's Puff Daddy. There's going to be dancing. We're all wearing white.
Yeah.
That's true.
Does that mean Puff Daddy was a Mossad agent?
Well, there's some.
Lot of
Yeah, but Puff
Mossad
Daddy
oil.
wasn't having
I
politicians
think it's-
making policy
I think it's CIA.
and all these
I
people
think it'll be-
involved in his
I think
escapades.
once you get to
He
those-
was having rappers named like Da Baby Child Time.
The baby child time.
I just put together black
You
phrases.
just sound like a fucking character in The Color Purple. What the fuck is that? But I think that it would be so random if he wasn't connected to some. But the more you know about intelligence, when you say like, well, what intelligence? It's like if they're allies, they'll work together. So Mossad works with CIA, works with MI6. There's not like you can't just blame it on one country. You have to look at it in
A
almost
shadowy
a
cabal of
neoliberal
rootless cosmopolitans.
lens.
Is that what
yes, a neoliberal. Anyone who is pushing a neoliberal or neoconservative agenda the last 30 years, that's probably how you could look at that.
Well, you don't think people genuinely had the neocon and the neo-lib agenda?
Do I think they genuinely believe that?
Some
Yeah,
people
I do.
genuinely believe
I think that, but I think that, we kind of saw the limits of that after, the failures of NATO and the G8, and just globalization in general. So,
I've been working on this new bit where I'm like, hey, what if a pussy was an ass?
that's the story of your life.
Trying to change the topic.
Sorry, I don't know how it came up with this story.
You got to flip the Patreon and the public one because the Patreon was great.
Have you ever accidentally
We might have to.
have you ever accidentally fucked the
Wrong hole.
fucked a pussy and wanted it to be one of them buttholes?
Was that
one
Nate
time.
Bargatze's dirty hour?
I wish,
I thought it was a pussy.
This is
I didn't know.
This is X-rated Joe Mackey. Hey there, folks. Call my dick Thai food because it's gonna tear that ass up.
I don't know who that is, but I think that's a good
It's
impression.
his impression of Adam Sandler and Little Nicky.
Dude, I did so in Buffalo. I was in a music video and I was
Jesus.
what?
That could be great.
Sorry, we can't all break our friend's couch. What the fuck is this? Dude,
Look at my gun.
oh my
Keep it away. Keep my gun away.
It's been out the whole episode.
So did you guys
Has it really been out the whole fucking time?
I was gonna say
God
something.
Damn it, dude! You got to tell me if my stomach's sticking out.
didn't
You got to
wanna
be
ruin
like
the flow.
How do
fatty.
I
You
look?
got to put a roll
Do I
in.
look good?
You look great.
All right.
we gotta hire a,
Now I know why I should be wearing the big ass shirts.
we gotta hire a belly watcher.
The guy microphone.
I mean, look, I've been looking at it. I just haven't said anything.
Just some little PA. The belly's out. The belly's out. Hey, can we get a retouch?
Two little Indian men with like they poke it back in like with still.
I'll blur it. Don't worry.
It's like blur it is even worse.
Pay no attention to the gut behind the
Blurring
cushion.
my fat. If you just blur the fat. I want to see how fucking disgusting this thing
You
looks.
don't look that bad. You look good. I think you look good.
Well,
look
I
great.
appreciate it.
Now your belly's out.
I want to take some of the heat.
Bust them out.
I want you to
fellas.
have all the heat.
I appreciate the
You
support.
said that people in a certain
this is like when a kid
institution
has
were
cancer in
murderers.
grade school and the other kid shaves
Yeah.
their head. His belly's out.
That's why I did the Epstein thing. I wanted some of the
We're
heat.
with you, Johnny. We're with you, Johnny.
You guys look good.
Shut up, you sexy fuck.
Hey, man.
Very handsome.
He's good, man. He's got a body on him.
It's been odd walking around New York today. And,
How so?
Well,
Because you're in sweatpants, it's like the hottest day of the year.
You
for me,
literally-
this is ice cold from where I've been. This
right.
is excellent. I wore a sweater when I came out of the airport.
Crazy.
It was lovely. But I was in LA for the first time in a long time. I was walking around. People are so beautiful. Like in New York, I will say, they look interesting. There's not as many
Hot
archetypally beautiful people here.
You're crazy. New
I'm
York is so hot.
New York's very
hot
hot.
in a very alty reads books sort of way.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so you have a shot. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I think
I'm
with the look, no,
serious.
I'm serious too. I walking around the first time I came to Brooklyn, I thought I'm a sexual. I command something in the marketplace here. In New York,
clean up.
in
you would
Los
kill it
Angeles,
here.
this does nothing. But
No,
here,
LA
I think,
doesn't do anything unless you're
Why do
already
you
a
think I
billionaire.
live here, not LA?
I noticed like when I was single and I was dating here, and then I moved to LA, and I'm like, oh, man, my numbers just fell off a fucking cliff. You know, like go moving to LA, it was like nothing. They did not want this.
but it's, I don't know if it's a aesthetic determinism or if people move here because they look strange, strange in some way.
Yeah.
And they move to LA because they're hot, or if LA makes people classically hot.
LA, you have to keep up more. Here, you can be
Yes.
disheveled and call it style. Over there, you have to keep up with what those people
Yet the
are.
homeless here are much better looking than they are in the rest of the country. The homeless here that I've seen have charisma and a
I
quiet
see
dignity.
LA, the homeless are very good looking because they're all failed actors.
Well, I've been seeing the Austin homeless, and there's
Well, the Austin homeless,
Nothing to
those are
commend.
legit American homeless.
yeah.
Yeah, Austin
Austin
is
homeless.
such a shithole.
Austin is
It's
like
crazy.
they still have the homeless for when they didn't have a good city. Like
Dude,
They
Austin,
don't have a good city.
dude, the amount of
I love so much in Austin. I love that lake. I don't want to cut you off, but that lake, wow. The and there's other things too. The comedy, I like doing the comedy there. I'm genuinely Mark Maron. Use that from the first one. The first one was the better one. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. I'm fading fast.
no, it's all right. You're doing great.
Oh, I shouldn't have spoken about Epstein for so long.
We talked about so much it became a real conversation about Epstein.
I'm just.
which one did we talk about? Mel Gibson.
H.
Oh, maybe we should put the Patreon out as a regular, and this will be the Patreon.
What? It's your
You'll
show.
cut very hard around the accusation.
Oh, there's.
yeah,
I don't know what you're
and then-
talking about because it's not even in there.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go, and that we'll make the Patreon the.
What I
regular.
like to do on a podcast is bring the most interesting element and then have it immediately taken away.
You want it in? I'll leave it in, baby.
No, I think you're right.
Leave it in.
No,
Leave
I
it
think
in.
you're
Leave
right.
it
I
in.
apologize. No, I couldn't. Well, here's why I would. Here's why I'm for you. I'm saying don't leave it in because they have. That company has gone after not just the person who's talked on a podcast, but the podcast themselves. They've
Really?
said- yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
Dead
assholes.
to rights. Yeah. So like I don't want. That's another reason. But
Thank you, Dan.
but mostly because I'm a coward.
Me too. We're taking it up.
Looking after yourself is one of the bravest things you can do in this.
Thank
world.
you.
That's right.
Can I tell you? You got to put on your oxygen mask first before you put it on someone else's when the plane's going down. Ain't that the truth?
Baby wants to fuck. Wants to fuck.
What is that?
I don't know that
Blue
reference.
Velvet?
No,
Have you
I
never
haven't
seen
seen
Blue
it.
Velvet?
I don't understand the
Oh,
reference.
come on. You guys never
I
seen
just
Blue
thought you were
Velvet?
doing a great character.
Oh, no. That's Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet. He won the Oscar for that shit. That was his character. He's a bad guy. He would come in with an Oscar. It was a nitrous mask or an oxygen. What was it? Nitrous or oxygen?
Nitrous.
He would inhale the nitrous and go, baby wants to fuck. And he comes in. He takes. It's the greatest character ever. He takes nitrous and he goes, I'll fuck anything that moves. You would love that movie. I cannot believe.
Yeah,
you
it's a
haven't
very.
seen
Blue
Is
Velvet?
it
That's
David
not fair. He
Lynch
goes,
movie?
What's it about?
It's just it's a murder mystery. It's awesome.
Whose movie? David Lynch?
It's David Lynch, and they have so many great lines in that movie. Like he asks Kyle MacLachlan, he's like, "What beer do you have?" And he goes, and Kyle MacLachlan's like, "Heineken." He goes, "Fuck that, Pabst Blue Ribbon."
Oh,
Like,
that makes-
that's the whole movie is Dennis Hopper just being a nut.
Dude, no, I love a world more where that is just something that came out of your head.
Yeah.
Well, it was.
He
It's
and
just-
I agreeing
That
about
was
the
a good-
philosophical
I was like,
ideology
we're
of moving
taking this in
forward
an
in life.
interesting
And you're just like,
direction.
where, baby, wanna fuck?
I really, I thought you were talking about what your ideology was as a man.
It's very similar. Like it is similar in that movie. Dennis Hopper is kind of like a dramatic, scary version of a David Tell character.
Really?
Yeah, like a really scary version of a David Tell character. Honestly,
Really apt description.
yeah, it's phenomenal. You'd love this movie.
I
can't
gotta
believe
check
you
it
haven't
out.
seen it either. It's like
It's on the
amazing.
list. I
Blue Velvet
watched
is up there.
Eraserhead when I was young, and
What-
it didn't do it for me.
What was the movie I said I wanted to watch tonight? Did we say it earlier?
Weapons.
Weapons, but there was another movie.
Weapons is great. Both I can't say which one's better.
Oh.
Weapons is more of a straight horror movie. Blue Velvet's way weirder.
Is it horror like scary or horror
Weapons?
like
Yeah.
spooky?
Weapons more spooky, I think, than jumpy. I
Oh,
love
Looper.
horror.
You wanted to watch Looper.
Looper, that's right. God
Looper,
bless
great
you,
movie.
James.
Sorry.
You know, I agree with you about Epstein.
Not a good man.
We should do a children's book about you. About you were like
Is it called Baby
the one
Wants to
kid
Fuck?
brought to the island. You're the one kid brought to the island who wasn't molested, and it's just like you holding a balloon, walking around looking at the camera and being like, "I'm here, I'm right here." You know, like little Ian, and he
The
still has a
loneliest.
mustache. You know. They're like, we can't fuck you. But you're like, why? I'm a baby. But you're like, but you're still balding. Oh, okay. That's how the children's show book
I
would
was,
end.
I was trying to do a joke about how everybody wants to get in a time machine and go back and kill Hitler. I want to go in a time machine to go back and get molested by priests so I can finally feel attractive.
Or make some money, dude.
Yeah, that too.
Dude, that's not a bad move either.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know
gonna go
Derek,
fuck
you know the
Hitler.
comic Derek Humphreys, great guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Derek told me to watch. There's an HBO documentary, and it's about like this priest who raped all of his kids in his town. Derek was from it, but the priest was just an asshole to him. He never molested him. So he was like, yeah, no, he just fucking suspended me a lot. I didn't fucking get raped at all. He just made my life hell.
You rate my time. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
much.
it's really funny.
So, James, what you got going on in New York while you're here? Why are you here?
I got a special coming out. I'm trying to
Oh shit!
Get out of here.
slowly
Tell
promote it.
us.
It's called Black Israelite.
Shut
and
up,
it's-
really?
Yeah.
Black is what?
September 1, Black Israelite.
Black Israelite.
Israelite. Man, I better learn how to say that in a way Americans can understand.
Do you know
I
about
know
the 5%ers?
I know what a black Israelite
Oh,
is.
yes. It's not about black Israelites at all. It's just about black people and Israel separately. And I thought
Really?
Black Israelite was a cool title.
That's very
Black
funny.
Israelite.
Yes. But I also, new book of poems, Disquieting Levels of Egg. It's the #1 bestseller.
Are you
And a lot of tour dates.
He's a poet.
I didn't know that.
It's very
incredibly
easy to get a
good.
#1 selling book of poems.
Really?
There's so few books of poems.
Should I write a book
Right
of
now, if you
poems?
sell a book,
If you sold a book of poems, you'd
if you
beat me
sell
to
10
#1.
books in a week, you're in the New York Times bestseller
Yeah,
list. No one's
genuinely,
reading
it's not
anymore.
hard.
I wrote a poem about being molested by the hot dog man in my local baseball
come on.
stadium.
Come
No,
on.
that was a memory. Sorry, that was actually a memory.
Sounds like a reel to me. Let's hear. Have
That's
you got
awesome,
it?
man. Congrats on being a award-winning fucking.
Oh no awards. No.
Well, we're giving you the Bein Poetry Award.
Yeah.
I'll put that on. That's a seal of approval.
From today, we voted, and you are winning. You've won. Congrats.
Joanne will be bringing it for us.
Obviously, I don't understand why she stayed with him and she was procuring the girls.
I'll tell you what, man. Joanne back in the day, she could get it.
She was
I don't know,
very
she was a piece. She
attractive.
was a piece,
She's a
dude.
very
Yeah.
attractive woman.
I was like, who cares about these 12-year-olds? This fucking you got a dime piece in her 30s over here.
But then she was organizing that for him,
Yeah.
so they must have been very close.
But she's a great friend. We
I don't
can
know
we
if
can only
they-
say this about Joanne Maxwell. Evil, great friend.
Yeah, reliable.
Great
His
friend.
girlfriend as well. They were dating, no?
They were dating and then they were not dating and then but they would do a lot of like I was we're talking about Epstein again, but they were like they would do a lot of I think it was a lot of War of the Roses type of shit. But yeah, it's weird. Well, just kind of back and forth and just like kind of one-upping each other, but that was more between Epstein and Trump. But yeah, she seems she seems like a good time gal. Joanne
That
Maxwell.
laugh is chilling. Oh my god.
I just think the craziest story about Maxwell was still one of the girls tried to leave the island. She tried to like swim away from the island. She was so freaked out. And Jolene followed her on a fucking jet ski. That is the craziest thing in the fucking
my
world.
God.
Like I'm like, that's a scene from Bad Boys.
What'd she
You know
do
what I
with her
mean?
when she found her?
Come back. Where are you going? Come on. Dershowitz just got here. Come on, we're playing charades.
They got Dershowitz in there? I've been scared ever since Baby Wanna Fuck. I'll be honest. I really.
What have you
So
seen?
in 2016, I did a show at Over the 8. It was a character show where we had to dress up as a character and do a bit. So I dressed up as a hot dog man, and I made hot dogs on my grill and handed them out while I read this poem. Hot dog man, I'm the Wilmington, Delaware Blue Rocks hot dog man. I'm loud, I yell, my name is Frank. Your uncle told me to sit you on my hot dog tank. It's fun and games, we laugh and play. I'd come over to your house, for a long time I'd stay. Give you a ride to the park? Sure I can. I'll teach you to never trust the hot dog man. Your dad just died, you need a role model. When the hot dog man drinks, he sure likes to fondle. One day, no more, just out of the blue. Hot dog man stopped coming around to see you.
That is-
Years later, you heard hot dog man got busted for touching kids. Hot dog man can't be trusted. Hot dog
that go with
man, hot
mustard?
dog man. I'm the Wilmington, Delaware Blue Rocks hot dog man.
That is way scarier than weapons.
You know, I want to be honest.
This is so much scarier than whatever you guys are going to watch
Dress
tonight.
up in a hot dog outfit and film that in vertical. It's going to do very well.
Here's my now. So, did the hot dog man molest you after your dad died? Because you inferred it quite a bit through our
I
friendship.
don't know, but that all
said
of
you
that
blacked
is
out,
true.
right?
That there was a hot dog man that took a liking to me, and he became like a family friend, and he would just come over and get drunk, and then like I just remember coming to, and I was in the car with him, and I just saw his hand on my leg, and he just smelled like alcohol and was like very sweaty, and it just felt so uncomfortable. And
This is
told
actually
my
how
mom
Sarah
I didn't
describes
wanna-
meeting me. My wife.
Sarah's his wife. I told my mom I didn't want to spend time with the hot dog man anymore.
Is that real?
How old were you when this happened?
8, dude.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know how to say this. There's no way casual to say this, but you got fucking molested by the hot dog
Yeah.
guy, bro.
You don't
There's
have to make
no
that a
other
TikTok if you don't
way.
want, but
I feel like if you didn't get molested, it was something worse. Like you guys killed a vagrant together or something. I don't know. Like this is.
I don't know. But then I do know he like something happened to him where he went away and it like ruined his family. And then I saw him at a Super Bowl party when I was like 19. I just remember having a visceral reaction where I just had to leave.
So yeah, you got molested by the hot dog guy.
I don't think I did.
No. I mean, you keep saying it.
Well, I do. Every time I eat a hot dog, I throw up. I don't know what that's about.
And every time
We all got molested
you know,
somehow.
same thing with me, but it's when I suck the hot dog guy's dick. Sorry, I couldn't say it. But
Everybody's been fucking touched. I don't know what to tell you.
you were molested.
I don't think I was.
don't discount the pain. I don't want to be serious.
Are you putting on your oxygen
comedy
mask before I
podcast.
put on mine?
This is very
I'm just
serious.
saying.
His best friend Jeffrey was accused of something like this.
I think he did do that.
By the way, I
that's
think
what
this
he
episode
did
just got
do.
great again.
I had to save it with the I got molested by the hot dog man bit. No, but the other time I got molested.
Oh boy.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, there's no way you weren't molested by the hot dog guy.
I don't think I was molested by the hot dog guy. I think my mind just played tricks on me.
He went to jail for molestation.
Maybe
Your father.
I just know he went away for a
You
while.
said that
Don't
every
talk about my father.
Okay, you said that every time you was. I'm not talking about your father.
All right.
But you said after your father's passed,
Yes.
you would hang out with the hot dog guy.
Well,
you
my
told
mom
wait,
wanted
I'm
me
not
to
done with my
have
thought. I'm not done with my thought.
father figure.
I'm not done with my thought, which I think is the biggest smoking gun for molestation.
What?
Is that you said I would hang out with him. I don't know what happened. I would black out. That's what you said to me multiple times.
Only one time I remember coming to and his hand was on my leg. And he had just bought me a science experiment thing from Sadie Brain.
What the? This isn't good. The only time I've bought in science experiments for people is if I want to fuck them. I'm just gonna tell them. Right? I'm just saying.
You were molested?
I'm
right?
just- I think I was.
Were you?
No,
Yeah, right.
no. I think I did this all to myself, but I feel guilty. I feel guilty that I was so unfunny on this podcast that
You were great.
You had
You're
to you had
great.
to lift that out.
We're having fun.
Well, we can talk
And
about
next
this
week
further
I'll tell you
on the-
about a couple other times I was touched in a weird way.
I'll do one right now.
This has become a David Lynch movie.
Oh my God, he's ham boning over. Actually, ham boning is when you don't have an instrument. This is
Like
ham boning.
Gullah Gullah Island.
Do you? Yeah.
And then you go like that in the boardwalk, and they give you some coins.
Quick, Dan, hit the distraction.
Baby wants to
Oh my God.
I saw that on Gullah Gullah Island. That was the hamburger they were doing.
Holy shit! I remember Gullah Gullah
Hell
Island.
yeah.
Oh my God, it's been so long.
That's a different type of island you take kids to.
Gullah Gullah Island is the more affordable Epstein Island.
The Gullah people are beautiful. I'd dig in defending the Gullah people. They've been
Hey, buddy,
shamed
I was
enough.
molested at Epstein Island, not Gullah Gullah Island, all right? I'm not a Philistine.
They've been shamed enough for the way that Clarence Thomas didn't speak on the Supreme Court for years because of his Gullah accent. I don't want any negativity about Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
I shouldn't have done so many podcasts in one day.
You're great.
All right.
We're having fun.
I mean,
Which
and
other
you're-
ones did you do?
You're not even here for we haven't even the big surprise because that hot dog man, he's here right now.
Hey, I got my teeth knocked out in prison. It'll be better this time.
It seriously would be a very good recurring character if you were happy to do that on. You get a little song going in the background.
Hot dog. Look at James. James looks like he just got back from
this-
war.
I'm seeing
I
a
wrote
shot on a
on
fully back, but just to get the fully black background, you get a hard light from one side, and use a slow zoom as you're singing the poem.
Dog man.
I think it'd do. I think it would genuinely very shareable.
I think I should do other sing-song poems about other tragic things in my life.
You looking at me?
What? 11 years old, watched my cousin die. Asthma.
You watched him die of an asthma attack? You watched it? Oh my God!
What else are you gonna
I didn't know that. This is
don't-
like something I
can't
didn't know about
compete.
him.
Shout out Jason. What?
That really happened?
Dude, yeah. What are we talking about?
When it was also the hot dog guy strangling him. This guy's like, the hot dog guy's responsible for every tragedy Ian's ever had. The hot dog killed your dad. The hot dog guy's the reason he didn't get a
No, I didn't watch my cousin have an asthma attack. He had an asthma attack, and then I was with him when he died.
Wait, so
Is it
was
better?
were you there with the asthma attack that killed him?
No, he had an asthma attack in school, got rushed to the hospital, and then
man.
I was in the room with him when he died.
God damn, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? Who
What a
cares?
what a
You're
fucking
you're dropping so many bombs.
What?
what a roller coaster this episode has been.
Yeah, it's
I remember
great.
this used to
been
happen
great.
at like a house party. You know, you'd go to a house party as a teenager and everyone has a couple drinks. Then someone starts going, I was raped last week. You go, I don't know what to... We were all having such a nice time, and that's very serious, and I'd like to discuss that and help
And
you.
that's
But I don't really...
what this podcast is.
I
It's
don't know how to-
party.
Down the hammer.
I'm a coward. I don't know how to yes-and through that without being distasteful.
What? Yes, and it. We're fine.
Dude, I remember this is like, I
cousins
was on
are
a,
still alive.
this is like, I was on a podcast with Mick Foley and Erin Foley, no relation, she's a comic, but I remember I made some fucking joke and it was a sexual assault joke, and like right afterwards, Foley turns to me and goes, actually, I don't think sexual assault's really funny. He did one of those.
Good
and I was
for
like,
him.
fuck you fucking turncoat piece of shit. Good
I don't know why you
don't
would
stand up
say
for the
that.
comics joke. You stand up for some fucking outsider. All right?
Good for him. I think that's fucked up to do that in front of like a woman. Like we're all guys hanging
Yeah.
out. Like that's fucked up.
Well, fuck you. You didn't.
Anyway, guys,
don't
we're
do
gonna-
the understanding tone. All right, she's a comic too. It was a joke. It was an out there joke. I don't need to fucking defend myself to you.
I don't give a fuck.
Baby wants.
All right. Let's wrap up. James, tell everyone what you got them to
Thank
want
you
them to
so
put
much
eyes
for
on.
having me. The James Don. I got a special. Tour dates, book of poems.
She's got a special.
James Donald Forbes McCann Catamaran Plan. It's a podcast. And I mean, life is so hard. How do we keep
going.
But you know what I'll say? I mean, you clearly you've embraced life after these traumas and the way you throw yourself into the comedy and the music and really. I mean, a lot of
And
people
eventually off a
crumple up.
bridge.
A lot of people. No, a lot of people they have things that are bad happen
Thank
to
you.
them and around them, and they fall apart and they don't do anything. But you've leant in.
Thank you.
You know.
You were molested, but you're also talented.
Yeah. A lot of people that get molested aren't talented.
That is true.
You know?
One question I haven't asked about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Were the hot dogs good? Was it like a normal
In
soubrette thing, or
comparison
did he
to what
have?
happened before the hot dogs. What do you want the people to talk about that?
You can see me in the hot dog guy and Funny Bones this weekend. No, I'm actually. When is this coming out, man?
I don't know. We're gonna talk.
I don't know. I've got a ton of dates. They're on my website. I'm touring in September. I'm in Canada and Providence and fucking West Virginia, I think. And I'm at the end of August. I'm at a comedy festival in Massachusetts. But follow me on Instagram, Dan St. Germain. I also have another podcast, Burbs Bros, where we talk about UAP, the paranormal, supernatural, a lot of crazy stuff going on in the news. We're on top of it, and my specials are on YouTube. So check them out. I'm working on a new one. We've been talking.
Cool.
Maybe it's me and one of the producers of this podcast were talking about it. Maybe
That's
before
great.
this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe next time you'll sound more confident.
You know, in Chicago, you can really get a salad on a hot dog. They
I
call
was
it
just in
running it through
Chicago.
the
Shout
garden.
out Chicago Zanies.
They're
5
what?
sold out shows.
They
Best
say-
time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to
That's
the guy
great.
that bought me a hot dog too. Oh no.
Were you in the downtown Zanies?
Yeah.
Great
It's
hot
the
dog
best.
just next to the club.
Doghouse.
Did you run it through the garden?
Oh yeah.
Is it Doghouse HOUSE or HAUS is the chain?
HOUSE. Different.
Oh, wow.
Not
Different.
a chain. Yeah.
Two little Asian men were there my day.
Yes.
Yeah, lovely guys.
It's a great
Yes.
spot.
Great club, great town. Shout out. Thank you guys for making me feel so at home in Chicago. IanFidance.com for all my dates. I am going to be in Fort Wayne, Indiana, September 26th and 27th. JFL Toronto at the Comedy Bar. 3 shows, close to selling out. We're going to add another one, so buy the tickets, buy the tickets, buy the tickets.
Let me say something. As somebody who's been to Fort Wayne, that's the best thing you're going to do in Fort Wayne that weekend.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you. That's the best thing you're going to do in Fort
Stress
Wayne.
Factory, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Comedy Connection, Rhode Island. IanFinance.com for all my tickets. Patreon.com/BeanIanPod. And YouTube.com/IanFinanceComedy. All my stand-up is there, and I'm putting out my travel show. Ian doing On Guy doing On Jobs. I got tackled by a German Shepherd in Chicago. It was crazy. And I also filmed a travel show. Waka waka.
I would say getting attacked by a dog would usually be the worst thing a person said had happened to them on a podcast, but I think you've...
Brother, I wish that was the
Yeah.
only thing that happened.
That hot dog guy had that dog in him. That hot dog. He had that hot dog in him. He had that hot dog
dream
in him.
of being attacked by
See you guys next week. Bye-bye.
I got that hot dog in me.